Let's see who's gonna show up. Some people might not. Some people might just hate my guts for a while. But it'll be worth it. I'm not scared. I'm not nervous. I think, man, I got more skin falling off. This is rough. This is brutal. My whole face is coming off. This is sad. Really, it is kind of depressing. All right, I got to send some invites off. So if you're here, say hello to me. It's your good old pal Johnny Hopeless and Johnny and the Machine, and of course I am your premier undead entertainer. And I'm gonna be doing some music tonight. We're gonna do a little writing. We're gonna get some guitars done, and maybe we'll add some other stuff as we go. But we'll figure it out together. Twisted Applejacks is here. You're my man. I'm thinking about getting some metal today. Oh, you sent that off. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I got some big stuff I'm going to hit you up about, too. I'm very excited. The brains indeed. The Atlanta thing is still up in the air, so I'm hoping for that. But trust me, you'll be the first person to hear about it whenever I do it. Give me 1 second. I'm going to send off these little invites to other people. And then if they don't come, that's not my problem. And then you'll just have to write with me. So I got a couple ideas for guitar riffs. And yeah, I know you'll be there because you're the best. I want to check out your shop. I want to see all the stuff you do. Brother, I know you're working hard. And so my goal here is to get a couple guitar riffs out the way so we know what we're talking about and know what I'm doing. I was gonna hit up Lily, the librarian, but I found out that Lilith, well, like she is in the middle of a possible tornado, so she's hiding, which I get. I ain't mad at her for hiding. I totally get that. I don't want her to get hit by a tornado. I need her to still teach me how to read. So, can you let me know if this is too loud or not? Good. Cool. So we're going to work on some ideas. Obviously, that was just a rough idea. I told, because we've been doing so much of like the EDM stuff and a lot of the orchestral stuff lately, I want to do something kind of metally. So I don't know exactly what my drum beats are going to be, but I got some guitar riff ideas. So the first step I always do is finding the click track that we need to figure out what the tempo is going to be for the drums. So I'm thinking, see if we can hear this real quick. That's too slow, right, for metal? Let's try like 150 or something. That seems pretty good, yeah? Let me see, okay, I got some ideas. 2, 3, 4. Okay. I got an idea. Hold on. We get on that downbeat. Kind of like that. What you think? Does that riff sound kind of cool? If so, I'm going to try to record it. Get a rough idea, then we'll do like some melodies or counterpoint on top of that. So maybe we'll see. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so let me knock this out. Just these are all the rough tracks, and then we'll figure out drums. Like you can tell me like double bass, or a lot of heavy toms, or like fast snare. But I think this is kind of a cool little chunky chunk. Get another track set up so I can do the counterpoint for it, and we'll go from there. Oh yeah, okay. dummy. That was totally not smart. I ruined it. Hold on. Let me put this. So I got a bunch of cool stuff happening. By the way, I'm going to be setting up some shows. So hopefully I can come and see the people that want to see me. We're working that out. I think it's going to be amazing. I think we're going to do some really cool stuff that are unexpected but still amazing. Operator Flappy, that's a great name. I don't know if they're still here. They're probably gone. All right, well, let's record this. Here we go. I'll be playing on a 7-string Ibanez. The Beast is back there. If you haven't seen the Beast yet, I'll show you the Beast. The Beast is a good friend of mine. Take a look at the Beast. That's the Beast right there. You see that wicked awesome guitar? That is the Beast. And so, but I'm not playing that. I usually only play that live or for big shows. But right now we're going to write on this on my zombie guitar. But this is where we're at. Yeah, it's going to be sick. All right, let's knock this part out. That was me avoiding it because I know I suck sometimes. Here we go. Myself 2 bars. 2, 3, 4. Cool. Good little starting point. Yeah, I know. Listen to the metronome. I fell off a little bit. I'm just trying to get a rough track. So I'm gonna do 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. I'm trying to think like maybe a minor third, you know? That's a great name. I'll be on my best behavior. All right, let me try to find this melody real quick, or maybe just some open chords. I don't know. Let me see. Like that. You think of like the chugs, the loop, and then loop in some chugs. Let me do that. Because I can copy paste this. That's the glory of working with a click track. You at least get close enough, then you tighten it up after. So let me do that. Peachy, I'm glad you're here. We're doing some metal for you, darling. This is what we're doing. I promised you I'd do you some metals. So this is where we at. This is watching Hopeless screw it all up until we get it right. So here we go. All right, let me see. I'm going to copy and paste this. Applejack said I should do some chugs in it, so I'm going to do that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to double it for now. I might shorten it later, but this is just the beginning because I'm thinking I can do this. Turn some of it into like, right, then a sick bridge. Turn some of it into like violins or something, you know what I mean? Or something kind of like that. And then chunk it up to where we can stop. So like, let's say this is the melody that you're going to hear, but also imagine it like cellos and violins. It doesn't have to be just guitar. But the second guitar, I think, is what we could do to bring about the chunk. Yeah, exactly. A cello would be sick, right? So let's do this. I'm going to double it, put on my loop. So this is the idea we got right here. Okay, so here's my question. Do I keep it dark piano line? Yeah. So here's the idea. Should I go, because it starts off on E, right? Which is like the, and then it goes to the C. So the notes are, but then it drops to that low B. So I could do, what if I do something like a, dun dun, dun dun, and then go to the low B, right? Bar chord, yeah, okay. Right, so we can do the, oh, right? Then we can start getting like chunky with it. Oh wait, no, B, so B. I don't know. We'll figure that part out. But let me try this real quick. I'll do the bar chord. Let's see. Oh, that was too early. Like my feet get chunky. Same thing we'll do. Okay, should I do the slide or should I do the down picking, right? Should I do like or should I do the slide? Okay, let's do that. Okay, here we go. Let's try it without the garbage. Which is me playing. That was my fault. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I agree. And then when we put whatever in there, strings or whatever, it'll be, oh, or we could do a choir. Holy crap, we could do it like, oh, and make it sound evil as hell, right? Okay, let me turn this on. Yeah, I think that would be, here we go. A little closer here. Wait that long to start. All right, here we go. Starts at the beginning. Let's make magic, people. Oh, I went way too low. Hold on. I did like a double bar chord. I do have a cave, like an echo in a church sound. Yeah, I do. I could do that. I could do that like for the big. Oh, and I can even do. I could do that to build in, like the guitars. We can make it sound like it's starting off in the cave and gradually gets closer to you. Throw that on that. Okay, hold on. Let me just get this part recorded first. I can deal with all the effects and stuff in a second. So let me go this. Turn that down a little bit. There's a lot of juice going in here. There we go. Okay, here we go. What if I do, okay, real quick, what if I do the big open B? So if I do like a, and like bring in the chunk after, so we kind of do a build especially if we're doing the cave sound. You know what I mean? What do you think about that? Because I'll definitely do the cave, but I don't know if I need to change the guitars, the backing rhythm section up, or if I should keep it just like what we was doing. Right now I'm in B standard. So right now we're starting on the E, and the E goes, so it's kind of like a, I don't know. No, I'm not in drop D. And I don't have anything tuned to drop D yet. I could change it, probably transpose it later. I'll write another song in drop D, but I'm just going to be lazy and not do that right now. Just being honest. You like the drop D a lot? Because I got no problem doing some drop Ds. We got time. And you know how we write. We're going to go crazy. It's going to be madness. Okay, all right. I'll do a drop D for you next, okay? I promise. I'll give you, hey, hey, I'll give you the D. I'll give you the D that everybody wants. I love it. You guys are the best. All right, here we go. Here we go. I need to fix that. I need to fix that little part right there. Nerdy's in here, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's see what we got. I'm just gonna listen to this part real quick. And then into that, and then switch it up. Wah, 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 wah. Then go. I'll have to find some other notes, which I think we could do. I think we can do some, you know, like a change it up so we got some cool counterpoint happening. Let me get this first part done. I'm gonna do the little wah 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 wah. Maybe the straight beat. Let me see how that sounds real quick before I jump into that. But I think that should sound cool. I think it could sound cool. That's going to start a tune. So right there, what I'm thinking is if we do, even with the strings, right? If we have the strings at that part, do the, I call them pushes or punches or whatever. But if we have like that dun 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 dun, and then during the little slidey part, we have like the choir and maybe even the whole orchestra come in like the oh, right, violin, right. Ghouls in here, yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All right, let me listen to this real quick. I'm going to try to figure it out, get your guys' ideas. Here we go for this part. I think that sounds pretty fucking good, right? If we do that. that stays with the whole key because the rest of it ends up making. So it all is like minor thoughts and shit. Okay. Alright, so now, should I do that kind of black metal-y tremolo picking? Or should I do like straight, just... You know what I mean? Like, should that be the thing? Or should I do the friggin' black metal? That's why y'all are my people. Alright, let's see if I can get it here. So happy about that. Sounds so good. All right, let me see. I know I got to copy and paste and move some shit around. I think this will be. I don't want to say evil, but I feel like it's evil. Maybe, hold on, okay, maybe we also got to change it to where the first guitar starts doing the black metal-y part too. Maybe, we'll see. Does that make sense? Like we do all this, then that way when it kicks in together, we can make like a big drum crescendo or some shit, whatever the nerds call it, right? So then I'll show you what I mean here. We'll do... And if I got to shorten it, let me know. But this is the idea, right? You do. I like the idea that you're feeling that in your cockles. I hope you could feel it. Is it subcockles? Metacockles? I don't know the exact term for it. I'm not a... Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Well, the nerds say different stuff. You know that, Peachy. They can't just be happy saying, like, go to the third fret. They're like, oh, your song's in the key of dog shit minor or whatever. I don't care. Just give me some fucking rock. Yeah. Moonlit Sonata, right? Possibly. I know it's noisy, but you get it. I'm going to show you real quick. This part. So I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to double it up here so that way it doesn't come through. So if you do the... You know, of course I'm playing shitty right now, but I'm just trying to get through the idea. I'll clean it up, don't worry. All right, let's do this again. Let's get this. I think that would sound good. Or should I stay? Like, should I alternate? Like, should I stick with this, both guitars doing the black mat? Or if I do the... And have that as the single note. Let's see. Let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, I think I might do what was it that was said in Vampire in Brooklyn? Evil is good, because a $2 whore is evil, but what you can do with a $2 whore is good. I don't know. I didn't write the movie. I just thought it was hilarious. Okay, let me fucking figure this out. Here we go. Okay, I think that's gonna work. Okay, I'll figure that out in a minute. What the hell was that? Is that a ghost? I don't know. Okay, let's go here. We're gonna hear it back. Then we'll see where we go from here. And where we're gonna go is someplace awesome. Oh, I see that I quit it a little early. That's all right though. Okay. Yeah, I could probably do uh like I could get probably the machine to do some kind of, maybe not directly Moonlight Sonata, but something similar, and then slowly build the guitars in. So it sounds like an orchestra first, and then it's like slowly calling it up. Maybe like we start off with the strings and the orchestra doing that kind of the melodies, right? And yeah, and then slowly build in the guitars and the rest of the band. Like you said, start it in the cave, right? And then just, like I said, it comes into your face. That sounded bad. I didn't mean it comes in your face. That's not what I meant. I meant that it like is more present. Yeah. Yeah. So don't let it come in your face. Let it just be present. Or have it be. Okay. Okay. That was awful. I'm a bad person. All right. Let me see ideas from here. Ooh, something like that, yeah? Maybe, okay, hold on. I'm almost there, I think. If that works in time. Let me see. I'm gonna put that with a click. I kind of like that. What you think? Is that too much of a change, right? Maybe. I mean, I'm not even trying to get too technical, but the melody stays there. That's the important part. I keep that melody going. Let me see here. Put that click back on. See if I can find it. That sounds weird. That's not as. You think the change up works? Wrong. Dum dum dum. Okay, I'm gonna get it on time, but I like to change up. Fuck! Fuck! I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Hold on. I gotta stay on that stupid one. I mean, I can change time sneak and shit. I got to. It is metal after all. I think it's okay. Oh. This is where we all hate me for a little while until we figure out what the hell we're doing. I'm starting That might be it. So close. I might have to get rid of a note. Okay, that'll stay in the same tempo. I'll change the time signature up after. Does that work though? Peach, you're still here. You saw Twisted still here? I think somebody's still here. Why did I sound like a little kid? Here, what? I'm not trying to ask for apple juice. Are you still here? The water go down the hole. Stupid zombie. Okay, anyway, I think this would be a cool riff. That's pretty metal. I think that's pretty goddamn metal. do it again. Get it again. Thank you for being patient with me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I promise it's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. Maybe if I do triplets. Let me just... I hate me so much right now. No, 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 no. Okay, I'm sorry I'm hating myself so much right now. But yes, it is going to sound very metal. I just want to record that riff. I'm going to take off the click. I'll find the time signature later. So I'm just going to stay within the tempo of it. Stupid. I hate myself so much right now. Okay, here we go. Don't fuck it up, Hopeless. Ignore the downbeat. Just ignore the downbeat. Okay, so I think if I do the alternates. Then I could do that a couple times. What's up, Bubbles? We're making some metal. I'm screwing it up, but I'm gonna get it, I promise. No. Okay, listen to these notes real quick. Holly, I was thinking, that's why we're here. This is what we got so far, Holly. It's just the very beginning. I'm going to turn off the tempo because I was screwing it all up, but you'll get the gist of it. I'll find the time signature later, but here's my riffs, what I got so far. Then I got some other stuff. This new one I was just playing, and then I looked up and you was there, so I knew it was, I summoned you with my metal. And of course, we gotta do something. So shit. So that kind of idea, right? So something like that, stay in that, you know what I mean? That realm. Well, I was thinking about doing the let me clean it up so it's not as slappy as fuck. Hold on. That's the first part, right? I hate myself so much right now. That might be it. Kind of like that, right? This riff, yeah. So we go with that riff, right? So the idea, no lyrics yet. I want to call it "Betrayed by Life," right? I think that's a kind of cool theme to do, because then it's like you're not sad that you're dead or someone died. You're sad that you're still alive, or you're mad, right? You're mad that you're still alive. Kind of like I think about that part. All right, let me get that little riff real quick, and then I'll clean it all up, time signature stuff. But I don't want to forget it so far. So I think it's really good. Ooh, I can make it a little more technical, right? Oh. Hold on, I'm gonna get this, I promise. But it's gonna look cool on stage. Not that I'll be playing it, I'll make someone else play it. And check it out though, it looks cool. Watch. No, hold on, let me fix that ending. Hold on. Yeah, good. That makes me feel good. I wanted to remind people of stuff. You know, I got the best compliment not too long ago, Holly. Like someone told me, sat them on the car, and I was showing them the Shock Week EP. This is when it was just coming out, and he sat there and listened to it, and he was like, man, it's like everything you heard before but different. He's like, I hope that doesn't sound offensive. Like it sounds like what you've heard, but being done in a different way. So it's really good because it does have a unique sound, but it's got familiarity to it. And that is what I want. I want to have familiarity, but I also want to not suck. So let me see. So close. I gotta figure out a different ending. I think that would sound better, yeah. Because then it opens it back up if I do Ah, I hate myself so much. I forgot that open. I forgot that open. Oh, thank you so much. I am happy to be the greatest undead man alive that you know. I mean, okay, I don't know if you know any more of them, but I would say this, Holly. Even if you do knows more, I'm still the best one. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna say hands down. I'm still the best one of all of them. I'm not saying there's no other dads, but can they do what I can do? I don't think Yeah, that's metal. Okay, let me record it without the shit in it. So. Nice. And then that could be like a nice little bridge or something. Let me hear that riff that came before because I know I didn't. I mean, the hardest part is like writing and then relearning it all. That's annoying. But that's okay. We're going to tighten it up. We're going to make this ship able to float. It's going to be great. Okay, hold on. That sounded like some Morbid Angel type shit right there. Right? I'm not wrong. That sounded pretty Morbid Angel Lee. What's up, Caleb? How you doing? Let me get this riff real quick because I want to get this. This reminds me of some Morbid Angel, and I don't want to forget it. Right now it's haphazard. It will be less haphazard in a minute, though. Here we go. Let's do this. Okay. Nice. I'm glad you're home. Paranormal payphone. What a good name. Okay, so Holly, I think that might have to be like the chorus, right? Or like just like that Mob the Angel ending part. I'll find some shredding guitar player. Maybe you guys will help me up practicing scales or something. I don't know. Let me try that real quick. Yeah. And then maybe Caleb will do the song with me instead of being a teasing me all the time. Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna chunk the fuck out of that right there. You know what I mean? Because that does. Oh, that's a good one too. If we go if we do that that sounds freaking evil. Let me record that. Let me record it. So that should be the bridge. Okay. And then we'll do this. Hold on. I think I should go to the 6th though, right? If I go. Hold on, let me show you. See, that's through the 4, but I think the 6, so it should be like. Yeah, sick. Let me see. Okay, tell me this. Stay on the 6th. What if we do the 6th and the 7th? So check this out. If we do. Oh, fuck, I'm getting confused. Let me do that again. Stupid hopeless. Like that. Nice. I'll check it out in this. I'll check it out in a minute. So what do you think about the 6th to the 7th? Yeah? So that way it's not just so redundant all the time. Because that's one of the things that kills me is like you could have a pretty solid riff, but you need space for vocals, which is cool, but that being said, like you gotta knock it out and make it a little different each time. So let me. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. That Twisted Applejacks. DM me on that question real quick. That's something where I have to potentially talk to somebody about that. But I would definitely, I'm 100% interested, and I think it would be cool. I gotta talk because there's other company. Oh damn it! Hold on. There's other companies involved that I gotta make sure certain things get approved of just because of the nature of the beast. But I like that idea for sure. I like the idea of making something where we can do like in certain places, like certain supporters I got that do merch and stuff like that. We can make specific things that are only available in that area. You know what I mean? And so I'll talk to you about that on we'll DM each other back and forth. Maybe we'll swap some numbers and stuff and we'll talk. But yeah, I like that. Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. I'm cool with it. I want to move. I want to do stuff, but like I said, I got to deal with other parties involved. So, okay, let's let me figure out where I'm at. Hold on, let me hit this back. They told me they TikTok told me I had to do the little puzzle sliding thing. Oh, hold on, there's some cool shit happening here. Oh, it started lagging. Are we still lagging? Yeah, I'm trying, guys. Every time I promise you, everything we've been doing, we've been support. Okay, it's good now. Okay, good. I want to make sure it doesn't screw you over. I want to give you guys something that matters. So if we do. Oh, okay. Yeah, you could be right back. Hold on. Bend it. Okay, do you mean bend the chord or just the note? So if I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, or do I do the. I know that sounded weird because you can't talk directly. Hold on. Let me figure that. Standard bend back to the chords. Okay, so. should I go higher though? Like. Higher? Okay, so. There. Oh, I can do it on here, wait. Ah. Gotta figure out if I'm doing the middle finger or the pointer finger. I think the middle finger. The twangy sound bin. Do you mean like the pinched harmonic? Super high? Know what I mean? Like that. Okay. Good, I can do that. Oh, I might be able to do a dive, but I don't have the tremolo on me right now. But I could maybe do like the. You know, like the. You hit it and you pull it up, the Dimebag Daryl shit, you know, the. Oh, the run. So like. It's gonna sound friggin' evil once it's done. Alright, let me record this riff. I'll piece it all together and hide in the high pitch. Or like the black metal high pitch, so if I'm doing like run, hide. You know, like that kind of yeah, or the blech. I do the blast too. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. I'm getting what you're laying down. This shit's gonna be sweet. I know it's sloppy as fuck, but we'll get it. We'll clean it up when I get the tempos and shit mapped. Okay. Thinking. So we got. Let's just hear the riffs we got. We'll organize them a little bit more. Maybe on the next cycle, and then I'll try to program drums and shit. See what we got so far though. Yes, you told me that somewhere else. Yeah, I know. I never know inside my head either. sounds evil so far. I like those lyrics. Being me there so I don't lose it, because that's awesome. This would be good like transition. So maybe no lyrics at all. The next riff. I hate how sloppy I am right now. But you know how this goes. It's gonna be epic. Okay, so many of the riffs, I, I know I can make them all fit. I just got to do some rearrangements, right? So I might take that intro and then take that second riff, the ending first. You think the ending first? That might be a really good. Yeah, that might be really good right there. Because that could sound really aggressive and then become melodic. No slide, not a side. Okay, so I'm gonna brainstorm for a little bit. I think we got a lot. It's been an hour 10 minutes. I think we got some dope ass stuff done. Good guitar riffs, lyric ideas, lyric ideas. I think lyrical ideas. Think about being me. Like you came back from the dead, and most people are like immortality could be awesome, but instead it sucks and you're mad about it. So you're betrayed by life. You came back, you was ready to live again, but it's not worth it. It's too much headache. Johnny Hopeless deep inside, baby. That's how we gotta do it. Got the lyrics. Good, good. Okay, so I'm gonna send an arrangement. Well, first, I'm gonna clean up the guitars. I'm gonna place them up. I'm gonna work on ideas. I may send the rough guitars first, and then work on the drums, depending on how much time I got. Or I might just clean it up, send it off, and then we could figure out lyric placement. That way we're on the same page with it. Okay, everybody, thank you for sticking around. I've been Johnny Hopeless. You guys have been amazing. Thanks for all your love and support. And we're going to get a death metal track done because we've been doing so many EDM tracks. But don't worry, we're going to get back to it. So you'll hear the singing, you'll also hear the screaming. It'll be everything that everyone loves. And yeah, thanks again, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Twisted Applejacks, I'll hit you up, I promise. And we'll get this done. And I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you very much. Great. I see that. DMs. Perfect. Thank you.